Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Interviews. Today, we're covering a brand new seasonal anime. The anime is called the Exiled Heavy Knight. The anime is called the Exiled Heavy Knight. Knows how to game the system. Yeah. Anyway, as one of like the biggest isekai fans, watched I watched like 5 to 6 isekais every season, like every season, and it's a brand new isekai comes out. So you can say like I'm an expert at this. And when I first saw the trailer, it got my attention because it had good animation. Like from an isekai, it's no zero, no that time. Like if from like isekais are not really known for like having good animations. We can exclude like ReZero. ReZero has a decent type of animation. I would say amongst like the big three isekais right now, I think Mushoku Tensei has the greatest animation, then followed by the slime, and then I think ReZero because you like yeah, I don't know. That's how I kind of feel like season three of slime was a meh in animation qualities. I hated the table, but like this anyway. What am I going at? I'm just saying the premise got my attention. The studio behind the animation also got really my attention. It's anyway. Let's talk about it for a bit. The story itself follows. I think his name was Elmar Alma Advin. Like I don't know. It's like a British sounding name. It's an isekai when like they have like British sounding names. So like I think it would take me some time to like actually memorize the name. Anyway, he's like a noble who gets exiled and disowned by his father after like supposedly receiving like the worst class ever, which was the heavy night class. He kind of starts off. It's a rough start for him. It's an isekai rough start, but like it's a rough start for him. Anyway, during like the ceremony itself, he kind of regains like his past life memories and realizes that he's been reincarnated into like a VR game he once mastered. Like I I I don't know, but I feel like he was like the top player because he said Heavy Knight is like really hard to farm and like, but like in the later gameplays, where the Heavy Knight becomes an overpowered skill. So I think he was like a top class, you know, gamer because as a gamer myself, I'd rather grind it out than pick an easy. I'd rather get an overpowered class than get like an easy class from the start because if a class is hard from the start, I think the payoff would be amazing once you like grind it out and whatnot. And this kind of also means that he kind of knows this world from basically the inside out. Like he knows the mechanics of everything. He knows where like some hidden dungeons might be, like some hidden boss monsters that will drop like I don't know a lot of XP. He kind of knows like every reason why the heavy knight class that everyone kind of dismissed is actually like more powerful. Like than every other class because even when he was giving me like the synopsis of the Heaven Knight, I was like, I'll even myself was like I wouldn't use it unless it had like a craft skill system because it has really low attack. What's this attack power? Its defense is above average. It's not even it's average. It doesn't have good defense. So like you just have to bank on like having like a good like support cast like a forward, someone who can help you because you're basically shit at defense. Offense you have near to none. Maybe like in this episode it showed like he had like a skill that could compensate for the lack of offensive power, but like I'm just saying if he for someone who doesn't know like the mechanics of using the heavy knights, then that class alone is why it's considered like actual trash. um anyway, I have watched a lot. Like I've watched a lot of banished isekai manga anime. This is none of them. I think no, none of them are banished. But like this is like a template. It's like a reference I'm using. Anyway, what I'm saying is I've watched a lot of like banished isekai. I've read a bunch of banished. Like even right now, I am reading like a banished. Yeah. Right now I'm reading like the strongest Beria mage. It's basically not sorry. This is the one I'm reading like the strongest the the banished code mage aims to become the strongest. Like the anime came out. I think it was last year. The anime over came out just yeah, last year, and I enjoyed it. I like isekais. I like the premise well enough to like actually pick up the manga. And as in like for like I watch like for isekais I can pick up the manga because 9 times out of 10 it's never getting a season two. Like this anime is never getting a season two, so like it's better like you read up on the manga. And if I enjoy it, and I enjoy it, because I doubt it's ever getting a season two. I I really doubt it. Anyway, what I was trying what I'm trying to say with like pointing out like this giving you like this as a template is it's like the banished out of the kingdom, banished out of the party, banished out of anywhere type of isekai manga is like it's a really crowded genre. And like in the whole category, like this, like it's the most, yeah, I think this type of subplot of the genre, it's like the most crowded. Like so when I sit down with like a new one, the question I'm always like asking myself is what does like the author do differently? Like what's different about this compared to like another one, you know? And if the manga kind of gets like an anime, I also want to know like what does like the studio do about it? How does the studio execute it? Because 9 times out of 10 the studio kind of just follows like the manga template, and sometimes or they cut out a lot of things, making it where like it's never really as good as it was. So like for me basically, like to actually make a good like isekai manga, it's like even though the like there was this, it's like the banished out of like the party, like isekai is like a crowded genre, but like if you do it well enough, I think you can do it well. Because here's like Konosuba, I enjoyed it. Like the comedies right there, the slime amazing. You have the Eminence in Shadow, it did it differently. It's an isekai, but like it the execution of how like the author made like the isekai word, everything about it. It like each one of them kind of like does its own isekai differently. Like so like I don't want a copy paste template because um it's just um yeah, no, because even if you do like a copy paste template, like try doing it, a bit differently. Like for example, we have Shield Hero. I think season one was amazing. How they did the banish out of the party anime was, I enjoyed it. Log Horizon, I should really finish it. I also enjoyed it, but what I'm getting at is if like even if the story is not as good, like when I'm watching an isekai, I'm not expecting like a good story. I'm just expecting something like actually enjoy and get invested in. So like the execution really matters, and like how the anime like how the studio itself executes everything is good. Anyway, let's continue gassing this anime up. This series is being like handled by Studio Go Hand. And if you know Go Hand, you know like they're like a very I want to say like they're very ambitious studio. Because if you watch a Go Hand, like like a Go Hand show, any show from Go Hand, you can just tell how ambitious it is. Because every scene just, I don't know, feels really 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 good. I enjoy, wait, this, I know this is a different video, but like you should check out the K7 stories. I really enjoyed them. Even though they have a really low rating, I enjoyed like each and every one of them. It has its memories. Anyway, if you watched this anime, then you know how like ambitious there was. The storyboard for this was cracked. The hair, like for a Gohan anime, like the hair has to always be moving like for example, let's look, where's it, I can what the hell, I can fast forward. Yeah, if you like like this shit is not posing. Anyway, like in this scene alone, like the hair, you can just see how the hair moves. Like, and if you were watching a Gohan anime, then the hair is always and has to move. Anyway, the anime itself is being directed by, and I'm about to butcher his name. I really don't know how to say Japanese name. It's Tatsumasa Yokomi. I think Tatsumasa Yokomi, and he's working on his chief direct. He's the director of Heavy Night. He worked on. I enjoyed this. It's a nice slice of life. I enjoyed the romance. I enjoyed the romance series. This was like my first peek at Gohan's like actual work. He's worked on a bunch of like crack series. This I watched it. I heard this is good. I will check it out. He worked on Tengen Rampa. Gurren Lagann. I heard it's a really good show. There's like really good. People recommend it a lot. He worked on Samurai Shampoo, which he was like he was a key animator for like episode 24, but like he definitely did work there. He also worked on like the Monster. Yeah, he worked on a couple of shows that I can name of the name that I can say like I actually pick with this kind of resume. You kind of just expect a lot from him. And then we have Shingo Suzuki, who's working as chief AD, which is just chief director, and they have worked on Tokyo Babylon. And I don't know, I never heard of this one. Oh, I momentarily I heard it was a really good. What's this? I heard it's already. I don't know if it's out or because I heard some good recommendations of it. Yeah, it was last year. I did. Yeah, I heard it was good. I never checked it out. Um, she they also worked on Prison School. I enjoyed it. It was a really funny show. I enjoyed for what it is. They worked on my favorite series, the K series. The K series is like a really underrated series. I just enjoyed. They worked on Madoka Magica. I watched a bit of this. I didn't finish it because I was busy with something else. Like even while looking at it, I think she, they've worked on a lot of other shows with only like a few new shows right now because the K series is really old. Like everything, Prison School, everything here is old. I think starting from here is when like yeah this oh no there'll be then okay there'll be a chief ED. Oh no, it's cancelled. Wow. I wanted to say like there'll be a chief AD for there'll be like the director of this new show, but turns out that it Tokyo Babylon 2020 wow 2021 has been cancelled. Wow. And so there was supposed to be the director for this anime. It's really sad. Anyway, that's everyone who's actually working on the show, and to just show you how like cracked this anime is. This is like a snippet of like the main action that will be out will be coming out in the later series, in the later episodes, because the first there was like a section of the episode where like it was just pure Sakugo that just showing us what it's going what we're going to get in the like the data future. I really hope they don't take down my video because I don't want to record another video. Anyway, here's like we also got some like crazy new action that and before I even talk about, I really hate this girl. I don't know, like she like I thought she would be like one of like our main companions because I see her in the cover page, but like she's a vixen. Like I really hate her, but like her action moments were actually really clean. Like you can hate her, but like she's crap. Like just look at just wow wow. Like this is what I mean. Like with Gohan, the animation is always top notch. Like this is like when I'm watching a Gohan anime, if I don't get a seizure while watching this, if I don't feel like I'm having a medical upset, if I'm not spazzing out, then this is not a Gohan anime because that's how a Gohan anime is supposed to be. You're supposed to feel like you're Gohan. Like this is why I say Gohan is really ambitious because like you can't really tell like what's happening like in this scene. Like if you like I had to rewatch it a bunch of times. Like it was like it was too much for my eyes, and like, I that's what I love about Gohan. It's just too much for you, but like in a good way. Not a bad way, but like, in a good way. The I know I haven't talked much about the first episode, but like I don't want to sound like I'm hating, but like there's not much to talk about. Like the I told you like the premise itself is like the first episode. It basically, that's why I'm kind of trying to pump in like but like the studio, the types of animation, who's animating which scene. I'm not like I enjoyed the first episode, like the animation, everything about it was there, but like the episode basically, if you've watched every isekai, if you watch a lot of banished isekai, the first episode is always like them getting banished. So like I could talk about like everything that happened, but like I don't really feel like it, and like I feel like it really isn't necessary. But I really did. I know I'll be talking about more about the animation, but like the character animation here was excellent. The voice acting was just landed, was like crazy. Like the way like the way the Alan's father was like really upset about him getting the heaven eight class. You can feel the disappointment in his voice. You can even feel the anger in his voice. Like the overall extension of like the first episode went above and beyond, like beyond the premise. Like I was like, from an isekai, this I really wasn't expecting this. This has more cracked animation. I ain't gonna lie. When I watched it, when I finished watching it, I almost read a bit because I was like, because I just remembered this. Like, God, One Punch Man. Wow, I'm really sorry. And I'm not trying to shit on Heavy Night. Like, I enjoy the premise. It's really good, but like, an isekai is getting better animation than like a frontline shonen anime. Wow, I don't know. For me, to me right now, it's like the most funniest thing that can ever happen to it, because I don't know, like even when it was I also thought like if what's this One Punch Man went to Gohan, I think it will. I don't know, like why did it go to JC Stab? Because it should have gone to Gohan. Like if they wanted a cheaper animation studio, I'm not shitting on Gohan, but like Gohan makes primarily romance animes and whatnot. But like I just showed you like a sagoga of like the fighting animation. It's clean. The animation is always good. They have good, great character animation. The camera work, the what's this the storyboard is always amazing. So like, where did they like in okay, let's just think about it. In the process of picking season two's was the studio, they skipped over every one of them and went directly to like JC Staff. And I'm not shitting on JC Staff. JC Staff makes like semi decent anime. Like it does Dan Manchi well, but like aside from that, no, Jesse stuff is the one that when I think of Jesse stuff, I think of isekai anime, because Jesse stuff pumps out like 5 to 10 isekai anime each season. Each so like let's just look at like 2025 itself and see like in 2025 they had like like I enjoyed what's this 19 gacha level 99. Like I think this was like the best Jesse staff anime that came out. What's this? Face Off? I don't know. I watched what's this Tomakun Emadachi, but like I didn't finish it. I didn't watch this, so I don't know how good it was. I watched Watermelon, the Honey Lemon Soda. It was a really good show. I freaking hate this show. Like this show was the epitome of why I hate everything about like romance animes. Like in the end, I know spoilers ahead, but like she doesn't win as the blue girl doesn't win as like the main girlfriend. And I was praying every day, like for the final chapter to come out. I actually prayed for it. And what I'm trying to say, Jesse stuff makes a lot of isekai. So like, I was expecting Heaven Knight to actually be animated by Jesse stuff, but Gohan is the better show. I love Gohan more than just. I would take a Gohan anime over Jesse. Like I'm not even trying to shit on Jesse stuff. Jesse stuff does great anime, but like it should not be doing, it should not be doing One Punch Man. Anyway, here is the question of the day to end the video. Anyway, Elma knows this world as a game. Like he knows that this world is a game. Do you think that knowledge is going to be like an advantage to the whole way through, or would the world eventually like surprise him with like things that didn't like exist in like the original game itself? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm Hunter, and I will see you in the next one.